winter doesn't mean it's dead. Winter means it's ready to come alive in the spring. Hey guys, welcome to Don't Be the Fat Husband. Welcome from the Arctic tundra. Hence my ever so special beanie sort of hat with things on them. Braids. It's really cold. As you can see, we have just been pummeled by snow and cold and just all that kind of stuff. And so, you know, you can see out my back window if it lets you on the camera. I mean, it's just, there's just salt and nasty wash from the roads, and it's just nasty, guys. So, anyway, Don't Be the Fat Husband is going on today because it's Monday, and that's what we do, and we think about and talk about and everything, not being fat whatevers. How about that? Yeah. So, here's what we want to talk about today. I read this great little, it's sort of like a devotion, but it's just a little essay, really, on understanding and living in seasons. And understanding what each season is for. And it was really profound to me. Not that, you don't know that, but he was talking about, good farmers know. And, listen, I'm not a farmer, nor have had even a garden or a potted plant in my life. Wait, I take that back. I've had a couple that I didn't do too well with. But you understand, if you're a farmer, what the springtime is for, that it is for planting, and that the summer is for growing, and the fall is for harvesting, and the winter is not where death comes, but it's actually where regeneration happens beneath the surface, so that the soil and everything is ready for the springtime planting again. And he just equated this and just used it as a metaphor for our lives, and how we need to understand, what season we're in, which is always not the easiest thing to do, right? But to take that and say, this is what this season is for. It's not necessarily permanent, because guess what? The next season is coming. And it really made me think about even my own journey through weight loss and health and fitness. And I don't want to just say weight loss, because it's a lifetime journey. And that season, when I lost over 100 pounds, was a particular season. It was almost like the planting season. And in some ways, it was even the growing and the harvesting. It was combined in so many ways, because I couldn't have got to that point where I was ready mentally to do it unless there had been lots of seeds planted in me for a long time. And even though nothing seemed to happen with those seeds before, they actually began to bear fruit and grow during that time. So it's almost like that. And it's almost like the harvest, because of my actions, I actually harvested it. But then you think about it another way. So you are doing all these things and exercising and not eating too much and cutting your calories and trying to be really, really healthy. And then you begin to harvest the weight loss. You begin to get on the scale and look at it going down. Your clothes fit better. You do all of these things. You feel better. You start to think clearer. You start to just live more of life. You really, really, really do. And so you're actually harvesting in that way. So that time was really intense for me. But then as you go through the other seasons, you have to understand there are times where in my workout regimen that it's really, really intense. I'm really going after it. I'm doing like 2 a days and all these kinds of things. And there are other times where my life is really, really busy, where it's really hard to even get to the gym like 3 or 4 times a week. But you try to do it, and you're doing this. And it's almost like, that's almost like a winter in some way. So I'm actually just kind of riffing on this because I don't have it all figured out. But I wanted to talk to you about it and see what you thought about it, because it was really powerful to me. And this applies obviously into so many other areas of our lives. That what kind of season are we in? Whether it be financial, or whether it be spiritually, or whether it be in relationships and all of these things. What season are you in? And revel in that season and give that season everything it needs, so that you're ready for the next season. If a tree didn't go into winter and become strong underneath all that, lose all its leaves, it would not be ready to bloom in the spring. And so maybe you're in that area in your life, maybe you're in the winter. Don't view that as a bad thing. Winter doesn't mean it's dead. Winter means it's ready to come alive in the spring. So I'm preaching a little bit, but maybe that's for you today. Maybe you're in the winter, just like we are in my section of the country and the world. And your spring is coming. But get everything you need to get out of the winter. So, enough of my philosophizing. Is that a word? Love you guys. Go check out my music channel. I have a new song from last week. It's a great song from Bethel Music called Ever Be. I'll put a link to that. And we will see you next week. Have a great week, guys. Do lots of exercise, do lots of eating well, and live life to the fullest. How about that? We'll see you next time. Bye.
And that's why I sing that your praise will ever be on my lips. Ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips. Ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be on my lips. Ever be on my lips. Your praise will ever be